Okay, so welcome to this video on 2020 question B2. Image on the right shows the crystal building. Geometry of the crystal shape includes planar glass surfaces. So flat, this is intersecting surfaces. B2 shows the plan, elevation, of three intersecting planar surfaces. Horizontal and vertical coordinates for points A, B and C are given. Partial coordinates partial for E are also given. Part A. Draw the given elevation and plan of the intersecting planes A, B and C. Alright, so quick look in 3D. Okay, here's the points, in 3D. So you have to go over from the end vertical plane the x coordinates, the up from the horizontal plane the y coordinates, up from the horizontal plane, and out from the vertical plane the z coordinates to get the points. And there's them in 3D, and there's the elevation in plan. So we'll draw in our y line. We'll be going over the distance, the x distance of 100, up the y distance of 10, down out from the vertical plane, the z distance of 10, and we'll do that for all the points. So A, B over 180. That's obviously not 100. That representative, that sketch. Right, it's just on the A4 sheet. Okay, so our XY line and our YY line there. So A, we're going across 180 from the end vertical plane, the YY line. So A, 180. Okay, we'll go up the Z or the Y coordinates in a moment. B is 155. C is 100. D 205. E 220. Okay, now coordinates going up. E is 40 up. D is 10. So C. Okay, B is 25. And A is 75. And then we could join them together. And sorry, I didn't need to put in E at all because it just said A, B, C. But anyways, I've put point E in. So there's the elevation A, B, A, C and A, B, D, E. Now, plan view of A, B, C. A is 70 millimeters from the vertical plane in plan view. There's point A. B is 30 millimeters from the vertical plane in plan view, and I might have said there a moment ago when I was talking about point A, might have said 70 millimeters from the end vertical plane in plan. I meant to say vertical plane. I'm not sure what I said. There's point C. B, A and D is 20 millimeters from the vertical plane in plan. And we can join them together. So A, B, C, there's D. Now the next part is determine the dihedral angle between ABC and ABD. So I need to find the angle of intersection between those two surfaces. So I need to look along the line of intersection between the two surfaces and get the two surfaces to project as an edge. So to do that, that's it in 3D, and in 2D I'm going to need to look perpendicular to the line of intersection, get the true length of the line of intersection, and then look along the true length of the line of intersection to get, that's it in 2D. So let's get a quick sketch of it out. I'm going to look perpendicular, drawing my x1 and y1 line, take my heights from elevation, plot them along here, and this is where I'm going to get to, and then look along it. Right, so I'll do that. Okay, so AB is the line of intersection between the two surfaces. So I'm going to look perpendicular to the line of intersection and draw an x1 and y1 line parallel to that line of intersection. So there's my line of intersection. Here's my projection lines coming in. So this is an auxiliary elevation, so I'm going to take my heights from elevation A, the height of A there from elevation, the height of C and D are the same to save time. So I took the heights from the elevation, D, B, so there's B1, A1. Now ABC. So here's the true length of the line of intersection. Now I'm going to need to project, looking along the line of intersection to get it to project as a point. So I'm going to look along the true length of the line of intersection. And I'm going to take the distances from my x1, y1 line back to plan. Now, so compass on the x1, y1 line, bring it back to D, lift the compass, plot it up here. I'll have to move the visualizer. There's D2. Okay, compass on the x1, y1 line. Send the letter B, back to B, mark it up there. There's A2 and B2. Compass on the x1, y1 line, back to C, lift, put it on C, mark it in there. Join them together. It's nearly a straight line, they're that close together. Okay, there's the dihedral angle. Now, there's the dihedral angle there, 173. Okay, and you can see it there in the question, 173 between the surfaces. Now, part 2 on C. Draw the elevation, part C, draw the elevation and plan of a horizontal line on plane ABC which will pass through point B. So there's a horizontal line elevation, the plan view of it, drop it down, join it back to B. Determine the true inclination of the plane ABC to the horizontal plane. So, because that's the true length, look along the true length of the line. The surface will project as an edge once you take the heights from, okay, elevation. And then there's the true inclination there. And then to determine the true shape, you can project. One thing you can do is project looking perpendicular to it. I'm running out of space here, and take the distances from your x1, y1 line back to plan. That's one way of doing it, or you could rotate it. So, don't know what I done here in SolidWorks. There's the straight line, okay, the horizontal line. So what did I do? So if you look along that plane, you're going to get the surface to project as an edge. And then to see the true shape, you can look perpendicular to it, is one way. So if you look perpendicular to the surface, you'll see the true shape. Or you could rotate the surface down. You could rotate the surface down. Right. So I'm going to do rotation with you, because I think it's the easiest for you, especially if you're asked to find the traces of the plane. So I'm going to draw a line parallel to the x1 and y1 line. So that's a strike. One. Oh, sorry. Well, at this rate, I'm not going to do rotation now, as I've used up all that room. So I'm going with no auxiliary. Sorry about that. Drop one down. There's one. Join to B. Look along line B1 because it's true length in plan, so the surface will project as an edge when line B1 projects as a point. Now, look along line B1. Take the heights from elevation. they should project as an edge. If you're a slight bit off, just join the two outermost points to get them as an edge. So here we have the surface ABC as an edge, and we can look perpendicular to surface ABC to get it to project as a true shape. There's an x2, y2 line. Now, I can take the distances from my x1 and y1 line back to plan. So there's A, don't take the old one. A, where are you, A? So there's for point A. C. B. C2. B2. Please tell me I was doing exactly what I said not to do. Was I? B. There, I think I've done exactly what I said not to do. Ridiculous. A, rather. A done right. B, I was taking it from the wrong x1 and y1 line. B, so there's B. And there's C. Okay, so that's where they should be. It's easy to get caught on these things, so don't be too hard on yourself. You get them. You don't get them. Take out those old ones there. So that's the true shape. Now, next part is part B, the dihedral angle between the planes ABD and ADE is 165. Complete the projections of ADE in plan. Okay. I'll just pause this. So I'm going to mark in the elevation of E, then I'm going to look perpendicular to the line of intersection between, what is it, AD, to get it as a true length. Then I'm going to look along the true length of the line of intersection, and I'm going to mark in the angle of 165. I'll have two possible options. And it's going to be where the distance up for E, it's got to be projected from elevation, where the edge of the possible angle hits the distance for E up from the x2, y2 line, has got to be the position for E. So I project it back to my auxiliary plan, and here's where I'm going to get the distance for it. Okay, you'll see there's option A for E, option B for position E, and this is the correct position there. It could be that one there either, but this is the correct position. And then I take the distance from here, from E2 to the x1 and y1 line, to put it into plan. It's hard to see now, or it is hard to understand that, but that is an edge of the end vertical plane, or the vertical plane in the auxiliary plan. So the distance between those two should be the distance there, and that will be the dihedral angle of 165. Now I hope I wasn't AD and E. Where's the goes there? So that's when they'll project as 165 between them there. The line of intersection will be a point. So project perpendicular to line AD in elevation. Now the state exams do a different way. So this is the way I do opposite. Like if you look at, I think it's 2016 B1, one of those examples. If you look at that method to find the missing point in elevation, it's the same thing, only projected from elevation. Same question, you're just missing the Z coordinate. So x1, y1 line parallel to the line of intersection AD, okay, to get it as a true length. Now this is an auxiliary plan, so the distances come from the XY line down back to plan. We don't have point E in plan, so I'm going to take B, there's B, I'm going to take A, I'm going to take D, I'm going to join D to A2 or D1 to A1, okay, A1 to B1, there's B1. So here's the line of intersection, so that has to project as a point. So in order to get that to project as a point, we need to look along that line of intersection, its true length. So now I'm going to now look along that line of intersection to get it to project as a point. So there's my x2, y2 line. Okay, to get A, I put my compass on the x1, y1 line and put it on A here. The same with D. Okay, B, compass on the x1, y1 line there and put it from B. Same with E, I put my compass along the x1, y1 line and put it up here. The funny thing is though, I don't know where exactly B is yet, but it should be this distance from the x2, y2 line. Okay, now I just plotted it on the projection line for A there. I'm going to draw a line parallel to the x2, y2 line. So it should, E should be on this somewhere. Okay, D2 slash A2, that's B2. I'm going to join them together. Now, I'm going to mark in the dihedral angle, okay, of 165. So I'm going to mark in the dihedral angle of 165. Now it could be that option there. See the way it could be along there, option A, or it could be 165 going this way. It's hard to know yet, but it could be 165 that way. Now I'm going to join them back. Now, so where those two edge views hit that line there is their possible answers. So that's option A, option B. And it has to be on the projection in the auxiliary plan, it has to be on the projection line coming from E. So I'm going to project them back down. So there in plan is option A, and this is option B in plan. Now, how to get it exactly in plan? I'm going to take my compass, put my compass on the x1, y1 line, bring it to my first option, drop it down from E, and take my second option, put it on the x1 line, bring it up to B, drop it down from E, so the option B, not the letter or point B. Now, so that's option A for E, and this is option B, because both solutions have the two starts in 165. So how do you know which one is which? Well, it's the one that looks right, which is option A. And that's the question done. Cheers, thank you, bye bye.